What started as a mere protest against the apartheid contract labor system to ban to education from the days of the old location, the fight culminated in the armed struggle. But it takes a leader to win a war, and one cannot rule out songs that fueled the determination of plant soldiers in the tropical forests on the northern border of Namibia. After winning the war, Namibia became a democratic country, but not all those who left the country to pursue its independence came back home. The man who led the liberation struggle, Samuel Nujoma, became the first president of a young Namibia. His mission was to build a one Namibia and develop its people. That vision remains until he delivered his last message before stepping down as president. Nujoma was energetic, and if you watch closely when he inspects the parade, he still had the military discipline in him, as his steps were at the same pace as those of the guard of honor. His bright smile and beards were his hallmarks. It was a rainy day when Hifikepunye Pohamba ascended to the highest office in the land. Pohamba waited with a smile to be adorned with the presidential regalia and symbols of power that Nujoma guarded for 15 years. As the presidential instruments were handed over, so was the seating arrangement. He adopted and built on Nujoma's vision for Namibia, as both pledged to bring everyone on board.
From this day on, dedicate myself to the service and the well-being of the people of Namibia, without exception.
Pohamba, also known for the mass housing project, meant to deliver decent houses through the national housing enterprises. It becomes obvious at many occasions that when Pohamba had keen interest in the subject and discussions, let alone when he is dissatisfied, he stares above his spectacles. It is a trademark, one observed when he expressed dissatisfaction against NHE boss for building houses with one door. 10 years later, Dr. Geingob took over and was sworn in by his former student, Chief Justice Peter Chivute. He came with yearly themes throughout his tenure, and whose promise to build a one Namibian house aligned with those of his predecessors through tangible short-term solutions. His vision gave birth to the Harambee Prosperity Plan, which cuts across various sectors of the economy. The director of ceremony at Pohamba's inauguration in 2005 was to become Namibia's fourth president following the death of Geingob before the end of his term. He ascended to the seat through the constitution and led the nation through the two mourning periods of Geingob and Nujoma deaths, both in February. Nangolo mentioned that he would not reinvent the wheel then, but to continue where others left off. About a year later, Namibians and the world witnessed Namibia's first female president and the fourth in Africa. For the first time, Namibia now has the first gentleman, the retired Army Chief, Lieutenant General Epaphras Denga-Ndaitwah. Through her political career, the former Minister of Women Affairs and Child Welfare, President Nadine Ndaitwah fought for gender equality, preached an end to gender and domestic violence, nation building, and improved living standards for the people. It begins with job creation, and in her acceptance speech, the new Commander-in-Chief of the Namibian Defence Force simply reminded those in attendance to make the world a better place. A shawl over her shoulders is her trademark, the one she never leaves behind. Although there was no fly past today as tradition, the one Namibians always looked forward to, owing to the weather conditions, one can tap from the memories of the past as they remain alive today.